Hello, it's the Friday Talkie. Got a couple of things to talk about today. I don't know how long a video this is going to be. Possibly quite short, because it is only a couple of things to talk about. As is becoming my habit, it's responses to other people's videos. The first one being Chuck, HWC 1218. Now his was a response to someone else, and I can't remember whose video that was, so go and check Chuck's video and then see who he was responding to. But the question, the topic is, are pickups boring? And that's a tricky question to answer, isn't it? Because it is so utterly, it is a very subjective question, or the answer to it is incredibly subjective, because it is entirely personal opinion, personal taste. I don't think it's possible to say pickups are boring or pickups are not boring, because such a statement is objective, and you can't be objective on a thing like that. It can only ever be opinion. So, entirely from my own perspective, are pickups boring? They bore me. They do. That's the thing. And it's a really dangerous kind of statement to make, because there are a lot of people on YouTube who I like a lot. I think are really nice, cool people, and who do other videos that I watch and I'm interested in. And I don't ever want anyone who makes pickup videos to think they shouldn't do them. Because for anyone to say pickups are boring, I think would be wrong. What would be fair to say was, I don't like pickup videos, they bore me. Yeah. And no, I won't even go as far as to say I don't like pickup videos. I'll just say I'm not interested. And even then there are exceptions, actually. I do on occasion find myself watching a pickup video where someone's got a particularly interesting piece of hardware. Something I've not seen before, not heard of, or is so incredibly rare, I think I might learn something here. And I will watch those. But say where someone's been down a car boot sale and got themselves a load of PS2 discs, I don't really care. Which is maybe, I mean, is that mean of me? Is that they're sharing their retro gaming or their gaming life experiences, whatever, with their audience, and sharing is what this is all about. So I think there is absolutely nothing wrong with making pickup videos at all, and there are a great many people out there who enjoy them and watch them. And to anyone whose thing is making pickup videos, I thoroughly encourage them to carry on doing that. I personally just won't be watching, because an amount of it actually is pure cynicism on my part, or not cynicism, jaded. Yes, okay, I'm 45, I've been gaming since I was 4. That's a long time, and there is very much an element of seen that, been there, done that, bought the t-shirt, read the book, and it is difficult to, never mind be enthusiastic, never mind difficult to be enthusiastic, it's actually difficult to give a crap, which, as I said in a video the other night, it's not you, it's me. I find myself jaded if someone's telling me how much they like this game and what they like about it whilst holding up the case. I don't care. I don't care. However, you see, my thing, the things I like to watch largely are gameplay videos. I really enjoy a good gameplay video. I will watch the odd vlog as well. There are some people who do fantastic vlogs on here, and well, you'll know who some of those are because I respond to them on a regular basis. And I will watch like things on system consoles or computers. If I think I'm going to learn something, I will watch them. But mostly, I mean, I'm looking to be entertained. And mostly I get that from gameplay videos. It's all about the personality of the person. I like a bit of humour, I like a bit of quirkiness, and I like that whilst they play a video game. Sometimes reviews as well. If it's a game I'm interested in buying, I will watch reviews that may be quite dry, but if they're factual and informative, then I'm interested. It's a difficult question to answer without appearing to be cynical, grumpy, moody. I mean, our pickup's boring. It's not possible to be objective on that. It isn't. Anyone who just says pickup videos are boring, sorry, you're talking shite, because that's just your opinion and that's subjective. So, but my personal opinion, they're not my bag. But if you make them, keep making them, because obviously they're your thing. Okay, moving on. This is kind of... I'm going to start this topic with sort of a shout out. I used to do like a big shout out at the end of the Friday Talkie, but this actually just fits in here. SegaCDUniverse. I've been watching his stuff quite a bit recently, and well, his kind of name says it all, but he covers other stuff as well as Sega CD, Mega CD. He's interesting and down to earth, and I like what he has to say on the things he's talking about. Do check him out. He did a video recently which I watched, SNK Playmore versus Tommo Neo Geo X. Many of you may be aware of this Neo Geo handheld with, there's like a docking thing you can plug it into, and a big Neo Geo AES style joystick. It's been around for a year or so. There was a lot of excitement about it before it came out, and then when it came out, a lot of people were very disappointed. It's a very expensive, fairly well made handheld emulator of the Neo Geo system. And there's the problem. I think people were hoping for a proper hardware based thing, not emulation in software. And I did a video several years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, where I'd been talking about how companies were making NES, Mega Drive, whatever clones. And wouldn't it be really cool if someone made a Neo Geo clone and say put the games onto SD cards or something like that and made it affordable, and the video was well received. And then several years later, hey Tommo, go and do exactly what I suggested. Unfortunately, they made an absolute dog's dinner of it, I think. My opinion is probably not remotely valid, as I haven't played it, but everything I have heard about it says it was a bit of a bodge. It's alright, some people have got it and like it, but I think it's an expensive piece of kit, and if you're going to pay that much, I think it should be pretty damn near perfect in terms of the emulation. You don't want glitching sound. The whole screen aspect ratio is like they've put on a wide screen on it, but the games are in standard like 4:3 instead of 16:9. It just seems a bit of a balls up. Build quality on certain parts of it is maybe dubious. Anyway, all of that aside, I don't know how well it's been selling, but SNK Playmore recently put a notice on their website saying, we are ending support of this product. We require Tommo to stop producing it, stop selling it, stop publicising it, remove all support for it, stop it, you can't have our product anymore, blah blah blah. And people were quite alarmed at this, and Tommo, the first they knew of this was when it appeared on the SNK Playmore website, and Tommo responded by putting on their website, we have a contract, it is a binding contract, we are not in breach of this contract, we are going to continue to produce and sell and distribute this product. If you have it, we will continue to support it, we will continue to sell the games, blah blah blah. And this has, people are watching this and thinking, what the hell? And I have two thoughts on this. game systems, when there is controversy attached to them, and particularly if they're withdrawn due to controversy if you prefer, people tend to rush out and buy them. Either because it makes the system rare because they were withdrawn and it's like, oh, do you remember that? Yeah, can't get one now. So that they rush out and buy them, or just because it's piqued their interest and they're like, what is this thing? What's all the fuss about? I want one of them. So could this be a future collector's item? Don't know. I mean, there are systems that have been absolute disasters commercially that are now collector's items to a degree. Virtual Boy for one. What's it called? Sega Nomad for another. Collectors certainly in the UK like them because they never even got over here. So, and I personally think the PSP Go will be a collector's item, though not necessarily a very useful one, as soon as Sony stops supporting the download feature of that on PlayStation Network, whatever, which they surely will. But anyway, so will the Neo Geo X become a collector's item? Because there is a lot of hoo-ha attached to it, and SNK Playmore want it withdrawn. If it becomes withdrawn, yeah, I see a demand. Now, but that got me thinking, is this whole thing, and it seems very, very strange for a company, however big or small or whatever, to issue some kind of legal demand to another company who they're in business with via their public website. Would they not get their lawyers to issue some kind of writ or court order, cease and desist, blah blah? Would that not be normal? To put it publicly on their website, and then the other company responds publicly on their website. Is this actually a publicity stunt? Are they actually wanting to create a lot of hoo-ha and controversy and have people think, oh, that's going to be hard to get to and they're going to withdraw it and rush out and buy it? Is it that they've actually got a whole load of stock of a product that frankly its reputation is not great and is overpriced? Are they trying to raise awareness with a publicity stunt so that they can just sell off their old stock? Because I think maybe the people who are going to buy it have bought it and there's enough negative press that the people who were on the fence are like, nah, I ain't gonna get that. I am a cynic. I am a born cynic, and I smell a rat with this whole thing. Could be wrong, but it seems a very, very strange way to do business, and when legal stuff is involved, it's just plain bizarre. I smell a rat. Yeah. Have I got other stuff to talk about? I probably haven't. Yeah, some of you may know, this is a totally different subject. There is a channel that appeared yesterday, and I want to thank the several people who messaged me and told me, hey, there's a channel out there ripping off my videos and other channels, at least one other channel's videos. They're just stealing them wholesale and re-uploading them. So thank you for telling me about that. I am going through the process of having them all taken down. It's only a matter of time before that person gets their 3 copyright strikes and their channel will be removed. Frankly, I'm surprised that hasn't happened already. But anyway, yeah, it's quite bizarre. It's so brazen. I don't know how they thought they could get away with such a stunt. But I'm not even going to post a link to that channel because they don't deserve any kind of publicity. I mean, they're getting an amount just by me talking about it here, but I'm not going to send anyone to their channel. Other things going on? Don't know, actually. Just kind of, I suppose, in answer to a comment on recent Mega CD videos, because the question has been asked here and there. These Mega CD games that I'm playing, they are backups, shall we say. And I had a bit of a conversation about this, because to a collector of video games, playing a backup, playing something that is not original in the case, blah blah, whatever. Playing a backup is not the way to go if you're collecting games, and I absolutely agree with that. If you, it's like I said recently, people who say to me, hey, I've got every single ROM under the sun for blah blah, and I'm just like, so what? Anyone can do that. I'm not a collector of games. I've got a lot. I've got quite a lot. I mean, yeah, that's just a few, and then there's some here and there and in there and stuff. So you know, I do accumulate genuine original games, but sometimes I find I have a system for which games are not necessarily cheap, and they're I want to play the system because I'm all about the hardware. I collect the hardware, and it can be possible to play the games on them because I actually want to play the games maybe only once to make a video of it. But I have no issue downloading a ROM or an ISO or whatever and using that to try the game out, to make a video of it. And that's absolutely what I'm doing with me Mega CD. I have a few originals. I've got a little stack of them there, but then I found a source of ISOs and I'm like, well, it'd be nice to see what they look like. I certainly wouldn't say I have a valid collection of them. And it's like you can get cartridges, flash cartridges, or cartridges where you stick an SD card in it, things like the EverDrive. There are lots of things like that now. They're very popular. And I think for a gamer, that's a perfectly valid way of doing things. For a gamer who wants to use the original hardware, things like that I think are absolutely great. For a collector of hardware, it's great. I mean, if you're just a gamer and you just want to play the games and don't care what you do it on, well then emulation is the way to go, absolutely, because it's cheaper and takes up lots less space. But yeah, I have no qualms about using backups. Yeah, I find that an amusing word. We all know what I'm talking about. That answers that anyway. Have I got anything else to talk about? Right, so in closing, yes, what's coming up? More of the same. I've still got quite a few Mega CD games to put up. I've still got... I'm still going to keep chucking in the odd Grand Theft Auto 5 video, because they're fun to do. And the thing about the Grand Theft Auto videos, firstly, they're not retro. I absolutely recognise that fact, and this is largely a retro channel, but be aware that these are like extra bonus additional videos. You're not getting less retro because you're getting because I'm putting on some videos of a modern game. You know, anyone who says, you're quitting the retro and selling out and doing the modern stuff. No, I'm not. These are extra bonus videos. And yeah, I realise they're incredibly long. And that's not everyone's cup of tea, and you know, I totally understand. There are going to be lots of people who just look at that and see like hour and a half, I'm not watching that. No, fine, absolutely. It's just for people who've got nothing better to do and maybe want to... I don't know why they would want to, but some people seem to enjoy watching me prat about for an hour and a half. So, you know... no one's ever under any obligation to watch any video made by anyone, including me, and if it's not your bag, I'm never going to get upset if you don't watch it. You know, it's fine. Yeah. So that's what's coming up. Mega CD, Grand Theft Auto 5 probably, and whatever else I feel like at the time, because I never know what I'm going to do until I do it. I'm largely not a spontaneous person, but when it comes to making videos, I don't plan ahead much. General idea, and then, wow, aren't I blurred? Okay, yeah. That'll do then. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider clicking the thumbs up button. I upload videos daily, so go ahead and hit subscribe if you'd like to see more. To all those who've already subscribed, I'd just like to say a great big thank you.